Welcome to our detailed online classes. So in this class, we'll be teaching you how to make spring rolls, okay? So we'll teach you how to make perfect pockets for the spring rolls, which you can also use on your samosas, okay? So I can assure you, by the end of this video, you'll be able to make perfect spring rolls, okay? The same pockets for the spring rolls can be used to make samosas. So it's a two-in-one class. You'll enjoy the class, that you can be assured. Let's get started. Yeah. So in this class, what we'll use for the spring roll, the type of flour that we're going to use is household flour, okay? Household flour, you know, you can use all-purpose flour if you can find it, though all-purpose flour and household flour are just the same. You know, they'll give us same results, okay? So this recipe will call for 3 cups of household flour, okay? We have just put it in here. We had we'll get three cups of household flour. So we'll be passing it on the sieve, just in case there's some foreign particles in it. 3 cups of flour. This is how you measure the flour. Two. Last one. Sieve, just in case. Yeah, so this was the whole reason of just to remove these particles, okay? Yeah. In 3 cups of flour, we'll add one teaspoon salt. Okay, 1 teaspoon salt. So this recipe will call for 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. The type of vegetable oil we are using is olive oil. Oh, sorry, it's ole. Two. 3. Okay. So you know, we'll add mayonnaise to our dough. We'll add mayonnaise, and the measurements are 1/3. Yeah? Put 1/3. We just so our recipe calls for mayonnaise. So let's just mix everything together before we add water. Yeah, now you can use your hands. it should resemble breadcrumbs. Okay, it should resemble breadcrumbs. You know that you have done the correct thing. So clean hands like always. Just incorporate everything. You want all the flour to come into contact with the cooking oil, with the mayonnaise. Okay. Yeah, so once your mixture resembles breadcrumbs like this, it should be like this, okay? Check. Once it resembles breadcrumbs like this, we'll add water. The amount of water that we'll use, it's 125 mils or a half a cup of water, half a cup, right? So start putting so half a cup should give us a, we'll see if there will be need to put more, but half a cup will do for this recipe. Okay. Okay, half a cup was it's okay for this, but if you feel like if you didn't measure the flour correctly, you know, there'll be need to put just a little more water. Okay, so let's do the kneading. Check. Okay, no, it's good. Okay. Yeah, we are done with kneading, you know. Yeah, your dough should be, we don't want to make the dough for the spring rolls. It's not very soft and not very hard. Okay, so you will tell from the texture. It shouldn't be very hard, and again it shouldn't be very soft. So this is good. So same measurement, follow everything that way, or that I have explained. So let this rest for a minimum of 15 minutes, okay? So we'll rest our dough for 15 minutes. We'll cover it with a wrap. Then we'll let it rest for 15 minutes, okay? we'll let it rest for 15 minutes, then we'll start the whole process. Okay. So it's been 15 minutes now. Let's start preparing our pockets. Okay. Yeah, it should appear something like this. You know, you will see some white stuffs like this. Yeah, it's fine. So fine. Just need it again for. Okay, just like this. So this is what you do. Okay. You flatten it. Okay, let's cut it on the middle first. Like this. Okay. And then this now. You roll it like this. Okay. Push toward the edges, on the middle, on the center like this. Then push like this. Okay, so I have something like this. Okay, so we'll cut equal parts, 1 pieces, 2, 3, 4. You know, you can use a scale. You can use a scale to divide this so that you have equal weights. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll be pairing them. Okay, this with this. So let's just put this aside. Then we work with 2. This will remain with these 2. So pay attention here. So what we'll do, we'll form around like this. If we're to measure, let me check my scale. Okay, so you know, if we're to measure one, let's check how many grams. You know, let's be professional here. So it's about 39 grams. All this was it 39. Okay, 40. You know, they are almost there. So you can use, let's say, 40 grams, 41 grams. You are good. Use 41 grams for your one bowl. Yeah, so one was 39, the other one was 41, so it's good. So you know, you form something like a round ball like this, which will press here, even this. Don't worry, you know, with practice you will master the art of this. So this is what you do. You know, you get a flat surface. You can have a small chopping board like this, where we will apply a bit of flour here. We just want to flatten. Okay, these are the tricks now when you are making. Put here, then you place on top like this. Okay, half round this and this. Okay, then you know, the whole idea is that these two should be of the same size. When you put them like this, they should be of the same size. But what I'll do is this. First, I'll roll a bit. Now you can use any round thing just for cutting. I want my diameter to be of this size, okay? Then I'll go again. I'll give you the measurements. So the whole trick is that you'll be working in pairs. The two should be of the same diameter. Okay? The two should be of the same diameter. That's the trick. Once you do this, it will be very easy for you. So, let me check. I want this diameter. Okay, then I can cut it round so that the two I'll put this aside just here, then we'll roll this one also to have same diameter like the first one. I'm going to apply flour here. I'm supposed to apply flour to prevent flour on the surface. Huh? This information is very important, what I'm telling you about the diameters. I've been failing to do this because of this diameter. Supposed to make sure that the two, you can use any round, this is the smallest I can get here, but if you can find something smaller than this bow, you are good to go. Okay, what is important? The whole information. It's not even important for me to tell you the diameter of this bow. What is important is the two should be of the same size. Okay, the whole thing, what you need is you can use anything smaller, even smaller than this, which at least will help you to have a same diameter. So this is what you do. We have this of the two diameters. So you apply cooking oil here. You apply cooking oil. This is vegetable oil that we are using. You apply your vegetable oil. Okay. You apply vegetable oil. Apply vegetable oil. Then you apply flour. Okay, the flour will help when you are separating the two. The flour will help when separating the two. Okay, then you bring this one now. Place it on top. It should flash. Hope you can see why we had to make same diameter, so that the two should flash on top, so that when we start rolling this, it will behave as if it's one, because it's the same diameter. When I start rolling it, it will just behave like one. So that's what we're about to do. For your spring rolls, the pocket should be very thin. Okay, pockets should be very thin. Okay, flour's too much. Then we'll start rolling. Be gentle, nicely. Nicely. pan it well. We're doing fine. Nicely. You know, it's behaving as if it's one. It's behaving as if it's one. A bit of flour here. So just take your time. Just take your time. You know, with practice, speed will come with practice. For now, just have to take your time as you are doing this. So I'll use this pan for my. This is the pan that I'll use. Wow, as if I knew, eh? It was perfectly fitted. So we'll take this on the stove, okay? Then we'll be heating for 10 seconds. You'll see. I'll explain more when we go on the stove. You should pay attention to certain observations. There are some changes that we'll be seeing. One is bubbles. We want to be seeing bubbles. Once we see bubbles, we'll turn it to the other side. We don't want to overheat. We're just warming. You'll see this on the stove. So let's go on the stove and do the heating. You know, at low heat, then we'll put our pan just here. Should pay attention. There will be some changes here. See bubbles? These are just seconds, okay? For 10 seconds. Now you know it's because the pan was not hot, so no wonder it will take some time. But if you preheat the pan, when you put it on a hot pan, it's just 10 seconds. So yeah. You can even count, like start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can turn it to the other side, but we need to see bubbles. You will see bubbles. I don't know if you can see this, but there are bubbles here. These. Turn it again. Good. Can you see this? We're not hitting it. Check. There are bubbles. You observe bubbles like this. You observe bubbles as you do. Just like this, we will remove it from the stove. Once we remove it from the stove, you cover it, the kitchen towel. Cover it so that it doesn't get dry as you are cooling. This should be cooled, okay? You let it cool by covering it. That's when it will be easy to separate the two layers. You'll see that. So we have cooled So let's try now and separate. We see how it will be. Let's separate the two. So you check the start point, so it's here, okay? So now here, when separating the two, you should be very gentle, okay? Do it slowly with time. When you perfect the skills, yeah, you'll be there doing it fast. But for now, you take your time, okay? When you're separating the two. So these are the pockets. Can make anything that we want with these pockets, anything that we want. Okay, so we'll keep the pockets in the Ziploc bag. We are making a lot of them so that they don't dry out. You put them in the Ziploc bag, just like this. Ladies and gentlemen, you need Ziploc bags for storage. Okay, so we put it aside. This is where we'll be putting our pockets. So put this aside. Let's do the second one. We will repeat the same process. Okay, same process. You can put three. But for now, start with 2. As you perfect the skills, you advance. You can even put 5. You can put 6 pockets where we'll just be separating. But for beginners, we always advise you start with 2. Once you perfect the skills with 2, you can go on and add. Start 4, 3. That's good. So same process. Add flour. Flat surface with this sauce. It becomes hard to do this if they are not of the same size. It's hard to separate. Very hard. You can't achieve. So make sure they are of the equal size, which will make separation easy for you. So we will repeat the same process. Same procedure. Okay. This one also. Put this. This is the most important thing, to have same diameters. Put this aside. We repeat the same process where we add cooking oil. Cooking oil is what helps when you're separating. easy for separation with the help of the flour. Then you put this, press it on top here. Start rolling. You know, we want a thin pocket, so the more you roll, the better. Rolling is also a skill which you will perfect. This works for me. Back to the stove. Heat for a few seconds, okay? Approximately, it's about 10 seconds. We don't want to overheat, we're just more like warming them. As we are warming them, they'll form bubbles. When they form bubbles, it's an indication that we need to do the other side. Few bubbles like this, you turn, you do the other side. Once you just see few bubbles, you do the other side. The most important thing is once you remove them from the, you remove it from the stove, you need to cool it. Okay, when it's still hot, it will be hard for you to separate, it will be tearing apart. So once you see these bubbles like this, okay, there's a big bubble like this, so it's an indication that you're done. Okay, so we are done with this. You can switch off the stove. We are done with this one. Once you remove it from the stove, okay, you put it on your working surface, then you cover it with a kitchen towel so that it doesn't dry out. Okay, let it cool under the kitchen towel. Once it cools, separation will be very easy for you. So let's just wait for it to cool. So once it cools, we can separate the two pockets. Okay. So what is important now here is to check where you start from. Okay, so you can start from here. Just be gentle. This is how easy it is. Okay, so the whole idea, if you're not satisfied with the thickness, what that means is should roll more. Okay, should increase your circle. Okay, so these are just okay, they're okay, very soft pockets. Check, very soft pockets. You can do anything with them. Very soft and nice pockets. Check. So we'll keep them in this, we'll put again this in the zip pack. The more you practice, the more you perfect the skill. But what you should know is the most important things here to do are, one, you ensure that the two are of the same diameter, okay, same circle, such that when you put the other on top, they should flush. Before you put the two, don't forget to apply vegetable oil and flour. The vegetable oil and the flour is what will help when you are separating them. Okay, once you follow that, we will not expect you to have any difficulties. Just pay attention to the details that I've given you. So we'll continue the same process until we are done with the rest. Yeah, so we are going to make the fillings now for our spring rolls. Now these fillings, you can use them on spring rolls and samosas, okay? So the type of fillings we're making are vegetable fillings. So what do we have? We have cabbage. So this is cabbage. We have sweet corn. We have sweet basil. Oh no, this is wild basil. Wild. We have carrots. We have carrots. We have spring onion. We are going to use 3 cloves of garlic. Okay, 3 cloves of garlic. The spices that we use in these fillings are, we'll use coriander powder. We'll use Italian herb, gram masala. So these are the spices that we use, okay? So let's get started. Let's go on the stove and do the preparations. So we'll put a bit of vegetable cooking oil. Just a bit of it. So we'll start with garlic. This is 3 cloves of garlic. Put our garlic. Reduce the heat, low heat. We'll put carrots. So we used about 3 carrots, okay? 3 medium size carrots. We put a bit of cooking oil. Just a bit of cooking oil. Just a bit. Just like this. We'll put a bit of, we'll put a teaspoon. Let me just get the measurement so that we work with measurements. 2 teaspoons of the gram masala. Okay. Hot, just put it aside. This. Yeah, the cooking oil is not enough, so I'll add more. You know, you don't want to add too much cooking oil, so this will depend on what you are observing here. But you don't put a lot of it, but you need enough cooking oil just to. Keep on adding our spices. One teaspoon coriander powder. We use 1 teaspoon coriander powder. We'll add our spring onion. So in here now, we'll add our cabbage. This was just about a quarter. You know, it will all depend on how many spring rolls you're making, huh? So, when you see that the cabbage is almost ready, that's when we'll put our sweet corn. You know, these were frozen, so they have a bit of water. Actually, the water will help in the cooking process. We'll add basil, wild basil. Just to give them such a nice flavor. So when we didn't add salt, so instead we use soy sauce. We use soy sauce. You know, soy sauce will give that nice flavor. This is a substitute for salt. So we'll use one tablespoon. Also to give the filling that nice brown color. That brown color, nice brown color. So the soy sauce will do that. Always you taste what you are cooking. It's very nice. We'll add just a touch of Italian herb, just a touch of Italian herb. So it's time now to make the spring rolls. Okay, what we have. So our wrappers, the ones we use for the pockets, the fillings that we just made. So let's get started. We are going to make what we use for closing the spring rolls. We have one egg. In here we'll put half a cup flour. Let's just mix this. Add water. Just a bit flour. Yeah, this will close. Okay, a bit. Okay, this is fine. What we use, we have these wrappers. Check. So there will be need to shape them. here. So we'll use this plate, you know, it has this nice round shape. So the measurements are just, this is 20 centimeter diameter that we are using, but you know, you are free to use any of your choice. This is 20 centimeter, so we'll put like this, then we'll shape it. These you can use them for crackers. Okay, it didn't come out nicely, but we'll control it. Okay, so the same edge where it didn't come out, we'll put it like this. Okay, so this will come like this. So just be careful, you know, these are very thin. So we'll put the fillings here. Just a spoon. This is how you put somewhere here. Okay. So close like this. When you reach here now, what you do is, here you push, even here you push inside, something like this, create something like this. Okay, so what you do, you apply this screw, even the other side, apply it. Then you come here, you hold like this. Do the same here, come like this. Create something like this. Okay, so here what you do, you apply. Here you do the same, and you start rolling nicely. Apply here now. Then you roll it. You know, you're supposed to be very neat when you're doing this. So again, it will close nicely. Something like this. So this is how you make your spring rolls. Okay, you lift it, put it, make another one. So we'll cut the second one. Okay, we'll do the same procedure. You don't just start, you know, you need to have a well-defined shape so that it will be easy to roll. Okay, when you have an irregular shape, it's very hard to come up with a nice shape. Make sure you use a sharp knife. a spoon. You know, you place it at the end. You place your fillings at the end. Once you roll twice, you make sure you have room here. If you don't, you push. This is where the closing starts. Start closing. Okay, even here, come. Then you roll. Apply here. See how smart it is. So the next part that we'll do now is let's make samosas. Okay, let's get started with samosas. So we are going to make mean samosas. Okay, you know the size of the samosas will depend on what diameter you have. So this is 15 centimeter. This is 15 centimeter for the spring roll. It was 20 centimeter diameter. So we'll cut this. We'll cut it. Now to make mean samosas, what you do is you bring this to the edge to touch the other part like this, okay? Half. So you have two semicircles. Okay, so we have a semicircle like this one. So we'll cut it on the center. Just here. So we'll make two mean samosas. The way you make samosas, the first method, one of the methods actually to say, is where you bring this. Okay, no, you hold it like this. Okay, this circular part should face you. Then you bring this to the center. The center is somewhere here. Okay, center is here. You bring it here. Then you apply this screw thing that we have made. You apply it here. Then you bring this other part to come here. Okay, let me put enough of this. This part will come here. Then you can open this, form a pocket like this. Then we'll put the fillings. This is a mini samosa. Okay, you can make. You can increase the size depending on what you have. Just follow the same process of folding. Then you apply inside just like this. Then attach it like this. Okay. What you can do here, you can put some more here. Then you bring this like this. Close it like this. So you continue closing like this. So here is our main samosa. Let's make another main samosa. So now we want to do another method of wrapping the samosas. Let's do it. So in the second method, what we'll do is first we'll cut the edge like this. Shape it nicely, just like this. Okay. Then what we'll do next is we'll use 6 centimeter, okay, from here 1 up to 6 here. So here is where we'll cut. Okay, just put a dot, and then also here 6 centimeter, just here you put a dot like this. Then you join the two, this one and this one here, just to form a rectangle. We are forming a rectangle like this one, and then we'll cut like this. Okay, this side we use it for another. So then here you will cut. We want to make a flat surface, a straight line to say. Okay, it's a rectangle we are making. We'll do the same here. We'll cut, form a rectangle. Okay, the knife was not really good there. So to close, this is what you do. You hold here at the edge, okay, then you bring it here. So okay, you do this, you hold, you bring it here. The whole idea, check, you do this. When you bring this up to here, it should pass somewhere here. So what you should bear in mind is we start you control, we want to form a a triangle. Okay, so just make sure you approximate, like, okay, this side is equal to what you see here, this side. Okay, then here what you do is you will apply this, then you bring it like this. Up to, what you do is you bring this part up to here. Okay, so apply here, so this part will come here. Okay, just like this. It should flash here, it should flash something like this. Okay, then you turn it like this. Okay, then now here you have your pocket. Put your fillings. With the help of your finger, push here. Then you apply here also. Then you bring this part to close, face closing. You do this, face closing. Then you apply. This will cover this part. Turn it like this. Bring this part also here. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. We do the same, we cut 6. Make a dot here. Another dot somewhere here. Then you will join the 2 dots. You will join these 2. The beauty about, okay, just me can't find the second one. The beauty about this method is you make a number of them. Okay, let's make the second one more visible so that we don't lose it. Then now we'll join, it's here, you can see it, it's here and here. Yes, these 2 dots. Cut. If it wasn't for this part, we're going to make another 3 from 1. That's the beauty about these mean. Make a number of them. Okay, we'll try to be slow with this one so that you get. So the explanation is, when you hold here, you bypass this line. You pass this line, you come, when you hold it like this, your interest, your area of interest is, when you hold it like this, when you hold it like this, your area of interest is this line, this line. So when you hold here, you bring it up to here. So this line will be visible when you bring this here. So the whole idea is to make sure that this length is equal to this length that you see here. Once you are here, you just do this, then you apply there will be a visible line here. It should be equal to in length, this and this. So then you apply on top here. You apply on top. Then you bring this part to this should flush here. Should flush just like this. Okay. Okay, not really flashing, but at least something like this. And you should have a long one like this. Then you turn it like this. You have your pocket here. Then you put your fillings. Push. And you apply here. Blend this, face closing. Then put you bring this. Turn it the other side like this. You bring this to finish up closing, just like this. Where you see that you didn't do a good one, you can still put the glue. So now it's time to fry our spring rolls and samosas. So what we use is what we call a two-stage frying methodology, where we'll do two-stage frying. The first fry we'll do it at low heat, then the second one we'll do it at high heat. So let's do that. Yeah, so it's time to fry our samosas and spring rolls. So what we do, we'll start at low heat, okay? So you test if the cooking oil is hot by just dropping a chopstick or toothpick like this. So when it forms bubbles like this, it floats, you know to say the cooking oil is hot. So yeah, so when you see bubbles like this, when it floats like this, you know the cooking oil is hot. So it's time to put the samosas, where we'll fry twice. To dip, we'll use this, we'll put them here, then we'll just lower in the cooking oil. A chopstick, becoming turning them just like this. At this point, we'll remove them. Then you put on a wire like this, which has serviettes, just to cool them. Just to cool them. We'll put this aside. It's time now to put the spring rolls. Okay, so we'll be rolling them just like this, sliding them. Just be very careful when you're doing this. Now with the chopstick, keep on turning them. Remove them. They're supposed to be in serviettes. Now you know by the time I'm putting serviettes, this will be over fried. We'll increase the heat just a bit. We'll heat up the cooking oil. So we're going to fry. We'll put the samosas back in the cooking oil now so that they become crispy. This is what you do for crispification. So we'll put them back in the cooking oil. Now that the cooking oil is very hot, you're supposed to be careful here. Once you just put them, you keep on turning them. Don't want to over. This is how you will observe that even the bubbles will disappear. Keep on. The bubbles will disappear, then they'll turn golden brown. So you don't stop doing this, don't wait for them. Okay, you can remove them now. You can see the golden brown. How you perfectly fry samosas. They have become crispy and golden brown. You can hear the sound of crispiness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you achieve the golden brown samosas. These are nice. So we put them on the serviettes. Put them on serviettes so that we remove the excess cooking oil, we drain more. So we'll do the same to the same thing. We put our spring rolls back and continue turning them, because you know the cooking oil is hot. We just want to achieve the crispification and the golden brown color. So we'll keep on also turning the spring rolls. So this we use the chopstick, turn them. So that this won't just switch with the, it's already hot, cooking oil is hot. Put more serviettes. Yeah, so what you do after frying them on the stove, you know, you cover them with serviettes, okay, so that we drain the excess cooking oil. Check what is happening. We are draining the excess cooking oil, okay. You can check cooking oil. So you let the serviettes do their job for a few minutes before serving your samosas or spring rolls. So we'll just wait for them, then we'll just present them on the plate. Yeah, so let's wait for them. So we have waited enough. Let's now present them on the plate here. Wow, twists. You can see they are dry twists. Okay, this one can put it twist. Don't want cooking oil. Yeah, so it's time now we'll present them. Just do a simple food presentation on the plate. Yeah, so we have done the presentation. This is how we have presented our spring rolls and samosa. Okay, looking nice, and they're very delicious. So We have come to the end of the class. We hope you enjoyed every part of the class. So looking forward to answer more questions that you have in the group like we normally do. You are free to ask as many questions as possible, okay? And for those of you, if it's your first time to join our detailed classes, we have a lot of other classes, so feel free to inbox us so that we give you the other classes that we are having. So we are hoping to see you in the other classes that we had and also the future classes that we'll be having. Thank you.